was not a good time. Can I have that 60 minutes of my life back? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Club Drop. As Gerard Gallant put it in the post-game, and MSG didn't censor, that was horseshit. It was kind of fun to watch all of the post-game and have literally nothing be spoken about the Islanders winning off of the fact that they are good. They were basically just saying, no offense to the Islanders, but you won this game because the Rangers didn't show up. It wasn't because you're so good. That's rough. And everybody kept saying it. Gallant, Zibanejad, Artemi, like, they all had to drop it. No offense to the Islanders, but this is because we didn't try. And it's a game like the Rangers played tonight that make it really hard to make a video because everybody who watches hockey is aware of what the Rangers can do. And tonight, there was no effort. I am wildly familiar with people putting in no effort, as well as myself putting in no effort. I can tell you as a professional that nobody showed up. What was weird about the game too is that there was zero urgency, not just on the bench within the players. The coaches had zero urgency too. You did not see any switching around. There was no effort across the board. Tomorrow, when they go in to watch the video about the game tonight, it's gonna suck really bad for them. Not because they're going to be getting reamed out for messing up. It's because they're going to be sitting there and they're going to be like, we are well aware. Artemi Panarin's going to be like, yeah, I know I wasn't on the back check. Like, they know what they did wrong. And none of it was a skill thing. It was all of them just being lazy. You got to be able to get something from the game, and you're not going to get something if you put in nothing. At least try something. And there was no try. There was nothing that went down on that game. Every single player was chilling. Can't have that. Now, my concerns are, is this how it's going to be for the Flyers game on Sunday? Because it can. Do they need to play like their lives depend on it and like they're in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final? No. This is a great opportunity to, let's see how we can get these lines switched up. Which guys on defense might pair well together? Let's switch up the special teams a little bit. That's just as important as going into the games against teams that are really damn good and putting up your best performance. And just because you are more than capable of performing against these really competitive, really, really good hockey teams does not mean that you are immune to the fact that if you put in no effort, you will lose. And the fact that if you put in no effort, that is going to carry over. That can't be the mindset. Let me make this very clear again. Going into a game against a very competitive team with the intent of this is going to be what it's going to be like in the playoffs is just as important as going into a game where there's going to be less competition. You're going to have more opportunity to work on things. Both of those things are going to result in something learned, something worked on. Tonight, nothing was worked on, nothing was learned. You could not blame it on anything other than the New York Rangers showed up and did not try. You couldn't sit there and say, wow, the Islanders are such a great team. We're really in trouble when we get to the playoffs because if we're getting our asses kicked up and down the ice by the Islanders, we really have some stuff to work on. Because that wasn't the case. The case was there was no back checking. There was sloppy play. Nemeth, on that first goal, he was so unaware of where his man was. I play better defense than that. He did not put himself between the player and the puck, and he did not put himself between the player and the goal. And Cizikas was wide open. He had 45 minutes to just tap it in. Nemeth needs to step it up. At least he was aware because during the intermission report, he sat there and said, yeah, we're really not trying. Yeah, no shit. New York Rangers are playing the Philadelphia Flyers on Sunday at MSG. The Philadelphia Flyers are officially mathematically out of the playoffs. There's no shot.com for them, which sucks because they had a good team and they were supposed to be pretty good this year, but they don't have a good team and they're not good this year. I'm very nervous to see what team comes out on the ice on Sunday at MSG. More so concerned than I am for Thursday when they have to play Pittsburgh. Because I know Rangers are going to show up for those big games, but they better understand that you can show up in more than one way. And you got to show up for these less competitive games. God damn it. I'm just gonna light a candle or something, maybe like clear the air. And I really hope tomorrow during their video session that they are all really feeling like bags of shit. Right now, you're on my shit list and you're on the shit list of quite a few people. If you are new here, thank you for coming through. I hope you hit that subscribe button. I hope you share this with all of your hockey friends. I'm trying to get this thing growing a bit as we get into the Stanley Cup Finals. You can also check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at The Glove Drop. Also, really quickly, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Northernstrides. Northernstrides is a clothing brand. Its whole motivation is to give back to the animals whose natural habitat has brought us the sport we love. I'm talking about the polar bears. So 10% of all sales go to help support and rebuild the polar bear population. They have all different bears right now. I mean, mine has, this is the little Rangers one. The New York Rangers do not deserve me wearing their colors right now, but the polar bears do. Go and check them out, thenorthernstrides.com. And if you want to check them out on Instagram, it's at Northernstrides. It's just a bunch of hockey people doing the right thing. This video sucks. Straight up not having a good time. So I'm gonna end it here because I just,